Just a short introduction about Unlimited Leisure. You may know us in the past also from Unlimited Snow, but actually Unlimited Leisure is the group company, and we're now focusing on showing the combination of all the things that we actually do, and you may not be aware of. Of course, Unlimited Snow, the experience ticket and Take My Day that we want to focus on today as a total solution for theme parks. And our latest project, Holland World. If you want to have any information about that, we'll gladly answer send you any information. It's a project opening 2023 as a second gate in Amsterdam. Also really interesting. Unlimited Leisure wants to invest in companies, innovative companies that have the ability to be market leader in their specific field. We sort of managed that with the snow, and we think we can manage that as well with the experience ticket and Take My Day, because they are excellent solutions for parks. I now want to give the floor to Peter Ruppro, that will explain the experience tickets and why we all need this.
Thank you, and welcome. We will do it short, and then you have all the questions that come after that. Can you hear anything? Closer. Is that okay? Okay. We start. Oh, the wrong way. The question is a no-queue visit possible for all guests in the theme park? Not only the 5 to 10% who have bought whatever ride ticket or fast pass or flash pass or whatever they are called. All guests. And that is possible. Also, without any queuing, physical or virtually, because there is no reason for a virtual queue in the digital age is as bad as a physical queue in the analog world. And as one was, the short one interesting here is that Big Barney, the breakfast the other day, said that in 1990, when he entered the business, there was the number one problem for guests were queuing. In 2017, he also said that's the same, but not any longer, because now there is this solution. And how does it work? It's very simple. This is how the guest has to interact. They have to pre-book a visit, state a day and a time, give in name, age, height, and other kind of personal information in order to increase the safety level. Because if you don't comply with the restrictions, you can of course not book that ride. You can also add other information for marketing purposes, as long as the guest is okay with that. Then you select rides and shows, whatever, fast food pickup, table at a restaurant, and you do that, of course, per guest in the group, or you can do the same bookings for all guests in the group. That's up to you. And if they are not in compliance, they cannot book the ride, as you can see down here. And out comes, after crunching all the information, the system produce an itinerary for the guests with exact time slots for each ride, and when they have, including the gate, the entrance, the ticket, entrance ticket. And if the guest is in, think this itinerary is okay, then he goes to buying the ticket, the entrance ticket. So he don't have, or she actually is, because it's also the mother who does the planning in the family. She don't have to buy anything before she's completely secured up what they will experience, especially what her children will experience. And also the right restriction is also a good thing mentally for the mother, because there will be no broken promises for little Charlie, because if little Charlie not were in compliance, they could not book it. Then when they have paid for the service, and that service of course can be free, it can be together with the entrance ticket, it can be a triple combination, that's a pure political situation, a business issue for the park. The use of the system, not the system. This system here can deal with all possible business models. When you then have paid, then you receive a mail, and in the mail is a link where you can open the ticket. You have all the tickets. And you have one ticket per member. And of course, you have, if you go use a QR code, then you scan all five at one time, because then they do only need one scan. It could also be an ordinary barcode. It could be also be a paper ticket. It could be anything, whatever. And of course, mainly internet. The guest can use any internet device for this medium. The present and the future devices. So it works now for PC kiosks, in smartphones, and of course in ordinary PC laptops. Now comes the proof why it's possible to make a total queue-free experience for all guests. But the system is of course so flexible that the attraction can configure themselves whether it only should be offered for 10% of the guests or 100% of the guests. That's you can change that in any minute in principle. But in this example here, we have a park that has a capacity of 620,000 rides per day. And now comes the business issue for the park. How many rides shall they include in the package per day per guest? And if they take 7 rides, 8 rides, 9 or 10 rides, of course that will have influence without how many guests then they can provide. And as you see, they can have 80,000, 88,000. If they have 7 rides, include then that about 10 to 20% in a park are never riders, moms and small children. So the actual guest uptake you will be able to have is 110,000 in the during, and not many parks in this world has 110,000. Not even, as far as I know, Disney don't have 110,000 rides guests per day. If you offer 10 rides per guest per day, then of course the number falls a little. But even 77,500 is a very, very high number for a park. This park, where those data are from, they have about 3 million guests and per year. And as far as I know, they don't have the maximum peak days is about 40 to 50,000. There's a lot of other issues, and here we can really talk about that the benefits are standing in line. So, but let's move on fast. All those additional benefits you can read about in the handout. It's much more convenient for you also, so you don't need to take notes now. So I will now leave the table to Luciano, who will tell you a little about myexperienceticket.
Hello everyone, my name is Luciano. I'm dropping something right now. There we go. I do commercial and implementation management for Tape My Day. Some of you might have already heard a little bit about Tape My Day in the past. In case you haven't, I would like to walk you quickly through what we do and how we do it. Right, so what we do is we deliver a personalized guest experience video, not covering only one attraction, but covering all of the attractions in a theme park or any venue, any attraction. And the way we do this is through clever IP and advanced hardware. So basically we deliver a turnkey solution. We first find the exact positioning of the cameras, then we put the cameras up, and then guests come in, they scan, and then they receive at the end of the day their video. That's in a nutshell. So to walk you through it step by step real quickly, first you have a form of identification. For us it doesn't matter what form this is, so it can be a 2D barcode, RFID. You scan it once so that the system knows, oh, this is this person, and then in the end, you know, we will be able to upload it and this person will be able to retrieve that video. So you always need a form of association. Second step is they just scan and they enjoy their day. Very low impact for the customer itself. And then, you know, on the back end, we are recording them and we are doing what's necessary to deliver this video. Then, what we do to create a movie production feel is we mix the actual recorded footage with stock footage, which has been pre-selected. For instance, you can have a drone flying in. You know, you want to have a very nice showcase for your venue as well, and this will, you know, raise the quality of the production that they receive. So the way in which we work allows us to expedite this product, to be able to deliver a video really quickly. Even as they are ready to exit the venue, they will already have footage to share, and that's of course in the digital area what it's all about. To quickly be able to share something online with your friends and say, I love this place so much, I want to revisit, and you should all come there as well. Okay, so the other added value is when a guest goes online to retrieve their video, they are also asked, for instance, to enter an email address, which allows you to generate valuable data, which can then be used to send marketing. So it, you know, brings it all together in that sense. There's also the option for us to put the video which was created onto a USB stick or a video card. So in that sense, there's a lot of opportunities. We generally do, maybe that's good to explain because I don't think I've explained it yet. We do one very short version of the video clip. We do one long version of the video clip. The short version of the video clip is up to 15 seconds. So it's immediately available. The longer version of the video clip is available to them once they go home. They just type in the web address on their wristband and they can get the full version. So that's, they have both available. Quickly go over how it works. Like I said already, the systems, the cameras are put in place. Someone scans, so there's an association formed. From that moment onwards, we use our tracking and tracing IP to follow this person around. There's many different parameters which we can use. For instance, facial recognition is one, color recognition, movement prediction, collision detection. There's a lot of different elements which we employ. Then we use high resolution cameras as a starting point. So between 4 to 6K resolution. We are able to track many people simultaneously, so there's no need for many different cameras. We will record all these people, and then we are able to zoom in on each of these people individually to make a cutout video which is relevant to them, because otherwise you will just be giving the same video to a lot of people. So once we've zoomed in on each of the people, we make a crop that is relevant to them. Excuse me, I just jumped ahead a little bit. And the crop will always be in full HD quality. So if you start at 6K resolution, you take a cutout, it's still going to be very high quality for the end result. Then, like I said before, the video is edited, so we process the video in parts already so that we can have a quick delivery. Otherwise, I'm not sure if you're familiar with video rendering, but it can take a really long time to render a video if you need to start with it only at the end. We already have that process ready, so then at the end we just bring it all together. We add the stock footage which I was talking about, we add a soundtrack, and then the production is done. So to round up for Tape My Day, you have a very new, very high-tech system which is able to provide a very memorable guest experience, which adds well, revenue basically, and it enhances guest experience. So we have a bright future with the company, we hope and we feel.
So, thank you. Just to wrap up, we want to organize your day and have a great experience. That means that I think we all want to go to a park and be able to visit without queue lines and to have a video of our entire stay. That's what we're offering as a package, a complete ticketing system, including reservation, including your entire video. And I think there's presently no other company around that does that. My last remark would be that queuing, for example, is taken as a fact of life by consumers and by theme parks, and it shouldn't. Yesterday I was able to visit Avatar, absolutely fabulous. 30 minutes, but that was the max for me. I wouldn't want to wait for 3 hours. It's really not necessary. So if you have any questions, we'll be glad to answer them one-to-one, either, or if you have any questions, then in general. We have on the table here some flyers, and we have a handout of a summary of this presentation.